Palafin is an all-new Pokemon released in Generation 9, and it is one of the most powerful physical attackers the franchise has ever seen. This unassuming Dolphin has the ability to transform into a superhero and completely overwhelm teams with its sheer power. Palafin absolutely dominated Gen 9 OU for the brief period where it was allowed. It was quickly banned to Ubers, where it is still used as a win condition and physical attacking wall breaker. In competitive doubles, Palafin is not as overwhelming. In all of the VGC rule sets so far, it has been a viable choice, and a nice new addition to the metagame. Let's take a look at what Palafin has to offer in Gen 9 competitive Pokemon. But first, what's going on here? It looks as if the shark Pokemon Sharpedo is enjoying a bit of online gaming on his laptop. But wait a minute, Sharpedo is connected to public Wi-Fi. I don't think that's very secure. Oh no, Sharpedo has been the victim of a cyber attack from the notorious hacker Iron Mugulis. It wouldn't have happened like this if Sharpedo was using Surfshark VPN to encrypt his internet activity. The internet is a fundamental part of modern life, especially for us gamers, and it's more important than ever to stay safe online. With Surfshark VPN, you can do just that. With the security of Surfshark, you can protect all of your personal data when connecting to public Wi-Fi at locations like cafes and airports. Even in the comfort of your own home, you can rest easy thanks to the privacy and security provided by Surfshark. Not only that, Surfshark can also be used to access all kinds of region-locked content. I've used Surfshark myself to watch my favorite series Better Call Saul on Netflix by connecting to a US server. Surfshark's 24-month VPN plan is an excellent deal, and they're even offering 3 months extra for free and 83% off. With a 30-day money-back guarantee on top of that, there's no reason not to try out Surfshark VPN. Scan the QR code on the screen or click the link down below in the description or the pinned comment and use my promo code COOL for this fantastic offer. Palafin starts the game in its base form, a small dolphin with poor stats but big dreams. And thanks to its ability, Zero to Hero, Palafin can transform into its hero form by simply switching out and then back in. Palafin's hero form has an incredible stat distribution, with a preposterous 160 base attack and very solid defensive stats and speed. The sheer power of this Pokemon in Gen 9 OU was unmatched. Not only does Palafin have these amazing stats, it also has access to all the physical attacking options in the world, including its new signature move, Jet Punch. This is a 60 power physical water type attack with priority. One thing that might have been a downside to Palafin is its lower than average speed compared to other offensive threats in Gen 9, but with Jet Punch you could take out the enemy before they even had a chance to respond. Jet Punch is even more powerful than the standard water type priority move Aqua Jet, which is only 40 base power. Palafin even has access to the new move Wave Crash, a physical water type recoil move with a gargantuan 120 base power. This move is like a water type version of Flare Blitz. Water is a great neutral attacking type, and Palafin's stab damage was very difficult to handle in Gen 9 OU. Although Palafin has the drawback of starting in its weak base form, in competitive 6v6 singles it's really not difficult to switch it out and back in. Simply leading with Palafin and making a defensive switch on turn 1 will do the trick, and now you've got this absolute superstar on your team that can begin wreaking havoc. Choice band sets were popular to get the most out of the immediate threat of Jet Punch and Wave Crash, but players began adapting, using water-immune Pokemon like Clodsire and water resistances like Mugulis, and Palafin adapted right back. Palafin's offensive coverage options are also excellent, with access to Close Combat, Drain Punch, Zen Headbutt, and Ice Punch. The set that really pushed Palafin over the edge was its Bulk Up Taunt set, with Bulk Up, Taunt, Jet Punch, and a coverage move of choice, usually Drain Punch for healing. Palafin could break through just about anything, even things that seemed like counters, with the help of Terastallization to increase your water stab or beat your counters with a defensive typing like Grass or Steel. You could enhance this win condition even further and become truly unbeatable. After a brief reign of terror, Palafin was banned from Gen 9 OU, and in Ubers, while it's not quite as dominant of a threat, it's still a really solid choice. If you need a physical wall breaker in Ubers, Palafin will do well. A choice band Palafin can threaten just about everything in Ubers with Wave Crash and Jet Punch. With Zen Headbutt, you can even do huge damage to switch-ins like Toxapex, Clodsire, and Koraidon. Although Rain teams are largely overshadowed by Sun teams in Gen 9, they can be a nice anti-meta choice in Ubers, and Palafin definitely helps enhance the team style. With the Sunsetter Koraidon and many powerful photosynthesis Pokemon in the game. Overwriting the enemy's sun with rain can really disrupt their game plan. A rain-boosted Palafin Jet Punch can really threaten common sun Pokemon like Fluttermane and Great Tusk. Palafin isn't quite at the forefront of the Gen 9 Ubers metagame, but it certainly has a place, and it's a potent choice on the right teams. In VGC doubles, Palafin is significantly more reasonable to respond to. In singles, switching Palafin out and back in to activate its hero form is no problem, but in doubles, this is a significant momentum sink. Doubles is a much faster paced environment, and in the time spent switching Palafin out and back in, your enemy could be setting up effects like Trick Room or Tailwind, dealing damage to you, putting you to sleep, and more. Once Palafin does enter its hero form, it's also more manageable than it is in singles, since it can only target one Pokemon at a time, and it can receive damage from both enemies. Jet Punch also has more counterplay in doubles, since anti-priority mechanics are a more significant part of the metagame. Fake Out is a staple of doubles for its ability to disrupt an enemy and support an ally. Because of this, many anti-priority mechanics are present in doubles, such as the ability Queenly Majesty, which provides a Pokemon and its ally with an immunity to priority. Psychic Terrain is another common mechanic seen in doubles, which shields all Pokemon on the field from priority moves. Quick Guard is another anti-priority mechanic that is sometimes seen, shielding a Pokemon and its ally from enemy priority moves. So Palafin's Jet Punch isn't quite the same level of broken in this environment. While Palafin has all these drawbacks in doubles, it can still be a worthwhile choice on many teams. Jet Punch can threaten the newly introduced Chi-Yu and Fluttermane, which are a common combination at the moment. Wave Crash can also deal significant damage to the newly introduced Ting-Lu and many other Pokemon. Palafin also has access to the move Haze, which removes all stat changes from the field. This can be a nice form of counterplay against the Dondozo plus Tatsugiri combo and other boost sweepers. And the general power of Palafin in its hero form with that great bulk and unmatched physical damage output just has its benefits despite the momentum sink of setting up for it. Overall, I think Palafin is a pretty cool Pokemon. In singles, this Pokemon is very one-dimensional and was obviously too strong for OU. However, I think its role as a water-type wall breaker in Ubers has its merits for that metagame. And in doubles, I think Palafin is much more interesting. It really feels like it was designed for doubles. The way Palafin operates within the pace of doubles makes its ability feel like a real drawback, a slower start to a game that will put you at a disadvantage early on, but that you will reap the benefits of later. In the context of competitive doubles, I think Palafin has been a great new addition. What do you think of Palafin? Who's your favorite new Pokemon released in Gen 9? And what would you like me to talk about next? Let me know down below in the comments, and thank you for watching. Thank you to the patrons. Become a patron to appear on this fun end screen alongside your favorite Pokemon, as well as various other rewards such as video requests.
The money got different, 'cause of what I'm spending. The money got different.
Oh, it's
'Cause of what I'm
Megaphone!
spending.
Oh,
The money
KO'd
got
by one
different.
hit! It
'Cause
scattered
of what I'm
spikes!
spending. The money got different.